Hi everyone, my name is Vinti. If this is your first time stumbling upon one of my videos, I am documenting my process to transform our backyard into the garden oasis that I've always dreamed it to be. So obviously right now I am not in the backyard, and that's because today I'm going to be doing an unboxing. So for those who have been following along, this is technically week 13 in the garden. And what I just received in the mail is a package from Plantgem. So Plantgem, which is plant and gem, all one word. So around the end of January and the beginning of February, they just started bombarding me with advertisements. So every time I was on Instagram, every time I was online, their retargeting game was on point. I saw their ad so many times, and I really just have to commend their marketing. Their strategy was to post these just absolutely stunning photos of these flowers. And what they propose is that they'll send you these sort of starts of these flowers when the weather is appropriate in your region, and you can plant these flowers in your garden. And I just think it was, the very depths of winter here in Pennsylvania, and seeing these beautiful flowers just got my mind kind of thinking about my garden and dreaming about what was to come in the months ahead, and I splurged. I'll definitely say that the prices for the starts, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'll make sure I insert it here. The prices for like each start was pretty expensive, probably much more than you're going to be paying in a nursery for a full-size plant. But again, it was really just sort of their marketing that got me. I went on the website to learn as much as I could about the company. It looks like it was founded by two women who sort of partnered up to make gardening easy and accessible. They also sell some garden tools. They sell sort of these fine handcrafted Japanese garden tools. They also sell seeds. And again, what makes their seeds any different from anyone else? It's their packaging. The packaging is really alluring. I'll throw some photos up. It's different than typical seed packaging, and I think they probably know their target demographic, which I think I fall right into very well, and they know exactly how to market to them. And I will fully admit that I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. So I placed my order in about mid-February, and they did say that they will not actually send you the plants until wherever you're located, the weather is sort of appropriate. So they kind of watch and they send it to you. So I just received it today. It's just about mid-May. Hey, sorry, puppy, I can't pick you up. Okay, puppy, fine. Oh, puppy wants to say hello really quickly. So I just received this package today, and I have not opened it. I waited until I could sit down and film this video. I thought it was something that we could do together, and I will give you my first impressions and talk about what I think about the quality of the plants that were sent over. And I will say, like, for example, tonight we are expecting weather in the 40s, and through the rest of the week we are also expecting somewhat chilly temperatures. So I don't think these can necessarily go in the ground right away. I think I'm going to have to keep them inside for a bit. And so like I said before, this is technically week 13, but I am filming this in advance in week 12 because I am traveling the week of week 13. So I have to come up with a plan for how I'll potentially keep these until I come back and the weather is a little bit warmer and I can plant them. So let's go ahead. Let's open up the box and let's see what we got. All right, I'll try to keep you on my lap. We'll see how this works, but if you become a nuisance, you're gonna have to go. Okay, so it arrived in this box. There's branded tape that says Plantgem. There is also an official seal on here. And the seal says that U.S. Department of Agriculture, APHIS Plant Protection and Quarantine. And it does also have a General Nursery Stock Inspection certificate on it, issued by the State of Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. It also has a Texas certificate with a nematode certification number and a nursery registration number. And also from the state of Florida, a tomato and tobacco plant certificate. So this definitely seems to be, from a regulatory perspective, very sort of by the book. That's what it seems like from these stickers. So let's go ahead and open it up. I like to call our dog Inspector because he has to inspect every package that comes in the house. He has to give it a sniff, or if we go and get groceries or something, he's always got to inspect everything that comes through the door. So that's what he's doing right now. He's inspecting for me. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this packaging, and then I've got I forget what I ordered. 1, 2, 3, 4 plant starts in here. So they each come in this packaging. There's 3 in each one, 3 plants. Just kind of looking at them visually, they seem, the leaves seem pretty green and healthy, and there's some nice root formation. They do not seem dried out at all, so they seem to be in really good shape. And I also got a postcard which gives me instructions on how to plant. So let's take a look at what I got. So this one says it's Cupcakes and Saucers Cosmos. They require full sun, and they should bloom all summer. I have actually grown cosmos from seed. So, oh, you okay? All right. So I'm pretty familiar with growing them. They are actually pretty easy to grow. So I guess like first impressions, kind of what was I thinking? Because I know in the past I've grown cosmos very easily from seed. So why did I need to purchase these? But again, it must have been the photo that really got me. I also got Scabulosa Black Knight. I got Sweet Pea Azorius, and I got Thai Silk Apple Blossom Chiffon California Poppy. So this is the Sweet Pea. Just kind of wanted to show how the plants arrive. Oh, it's a little tangled, but they, very well rooted. Roots are, definitely quite big. And these containers do say they're made out of 100% recycled PET, and you can put them in the recycling again. So just a note on the packaging. All right, so I got them all potted up. I am leaving tonight for my business trip, and the next 2 nights are going down into the 40s, but then starting Sunday it should be back, it shouldn't go lower than the 50s at night. So I've told my husband and my daughter if they don't mind, if we can watch the weather when appropriate, if they can just move these pots out to the back deck, because that's probably where they're going to get the best full sun.
at the moment. This where they are now, this door sort of only really gets the morning sun, but again, this is just temporary for a couple of days. I wanted to just get them out of their little plastic sleeves and into soil. These, when I took them out, they looked really sort of wan, but even just putting them in the soil just now, they're starting to look just a little bit better. The scabiosa, I say, would probably look the healthiest right out of the package. The sweet pea are quite long and viney, definitely not upright on their own. And then the cosmos, a little bit, you know, wilty, and but you know, they've all traveled. They've all traveled in little plastic sleeves, so they're all probably a little travel weary, but hopefully now that they're in pots and getting a little bit of sun, they'll perk up. We'll put them outside here when it gets warm enough, and then when I come back home, I'll get them into their permanent spots.
Hi, so just checking in from Las Vegas. We're walking down the iconic strip, and I just thought I would point out, we were walking by here and I like breathe in, I'm like, something is just like, it's the most heavenly smell, and there's just this huge drift of jasmine. And okay, so jasmine is probably my favorite flower because I love the way it smells. I had jasmine as a house plant for a while. It was doing really well until I took it outside and then I killed it, but it's just like, I feel like I'm in paradise, this like waft of scent. So just thought I would point it out for you all. It's a little bit of a, you know, outside of the backyard, but just wanted to share it with you all.
Good morning, everyone. I am now back from my business trip. It's technically the start of week 14, so none of the footage from week 13 is actually from week 13, but that's okay. As you can see, my family kept the plants watered, but did not take them outside. And I think I brought the Vegas weather back with me because when I got home, it was 90 degrees, and it was 90 degrees yesterday as well, and the high is supposed to be 90 degrees today, so I don't quite feel comfortable putting these out today. It is supposed to cool off a little bit tomorrow. I just feel like if I put them out today, they're just going to just suffer in the sun. So we won't actually get these in the ground probably until the next video. But again, they're flourishing in their pots. And there's tons of sun outside, and there's so much blooming outside. So I think once the weather cools off and I get them out, they're going to look great. But I guess my initial review for Plantgem is that the plants arrive in good shape, at least for me. And now it's kind of up to me to make sure that they grow. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. We'll see you next week. I'm not going to show my face right now because I look pretty gross, but see you next week. Talk to you soon.